So this video right here is called I Don't Blame Men for Choosing Video Games Over Dating. And I really want to watch it because I'm really intrigued to hear what this woman has to say.
Guys, we need to talk. There's a few things we need to talk about. Okay, so I'm sitting here and I'm getting all of these emails, and not sometimes, not most of the time, but all the time, I just have to shake my head. I have to shake my head because you men, you're fed up. You're really fed up. You're absolutely done. You've had enough. You're no longer going on dates. You're no longer taking these women out.
Mm-hmm.
And you're frustrated.
Yeah.
And you're literally withdrawing yourselves from society. And you know what? I don't blame you. I don't.
Let's give a round of applause to this woman. A female who understands us. Jesus.
Blame you not one bit. I get email after email after email stating how you guys are frustrated.
It is. Man, the dating scene, it's hard for dudes out there. Like, it really, really is. Especially if you're not good looking. Like, if you have something wrong with your face as well. If there's something wrong with you and you're not, like, if you're ugly in any way possible and you're not, like, earning 7 figures or more, you're fucked. And it's shit. It's shit for dudes.
Tired of going on these dates, spending all this money. And you know something? You're not getting anything in return for it.
No.
Nothing. And you're not asking.
Not even a little bit ahead, bro. I mean,
for much.
Speaking about myself, hey, watch it,
and
bro.
This is something I want to say to you modern women.
Yeah.
Men don't ask for much. They don't need much. Men are simple.
All we want is a little head, and that's it.
And let me say this to you modern women. I want to explain what simple means. I don't mean simple-minded. We all know who are the ones who are simple-minded. It's you modern women. But men
preach it, woman, preach it.
Are simple. They're easy. They don't ask for much.
Nope.
But you modern women, you want everything. You're the ones that ask for much. They don't ask for much. They don't need much. It don't take much to please a man.
No,
it doesn't.
Honestly, you know what? It doesn't. Really, like you know what I love? I like sitting down and playing video games. That's it. You know what I'd like out of my next relationship is just a girl to play video games with and go to the gym with. I'm happy. That make me happy.
But the only thing they're getting from you is they're getting ghosted. And so many of you men are telling me that you'd rather play video games than to take a modern woman out.
You get more satisfaction out of video games.
And he said that he's literally, now he's playing his Sega Genesis. He'd rather do that than to take a woman out. And I remember...
Man's going for the Sega Genesis?
That game back in the day.
That's a real man.
Sega Genesis. That came out in the early 90s.
Yep.
He said he went into his closet and he dusted off his Sega Genesis and he started playing that. He'd rather sit home on a Friday or a Saturday night and play Mortal Kombat 1 or Sonic the Hedgehog.
This man has good taste. And if any woman is out there and not like pursuing this man or ghosting this man, you know what? You didn't deserve him. This man has good taste. Good taste. Like the fact that he's playing Mortal Kombat 1 and Sonic 2 and you're ghosting this man? What are you doing? What's my New Year's resolution? To calm the fuck down.
That's what he'd rather do than to deal with you modern women or to take you modern women out. And that's just a damn shame. It's just a damn shame. And I don't mean a damn shame about the guy playing the video game. I mean, it's a damn shame that this is what we've become as a society. This is what we've devolved into. And these young gentlemen would rather do this. They'd rather play a Sega Genesis from the year 1990 than to be fooled with you women. And he also...
That's true as well. That man's loyal. Like just think about this. This man has probably played the game when it first came out, and he's still enjoying it to this day. That's a loyal man. And you're not going out with him? Come on.
So said that he plays Sonic and Knuckles. Yeah, Sonic and Knuckles.
Yeah, from
and
94.
That game came out in 1994. So he'd rather do this. Men are getting more joy and entertainment out of video games than to deal with you modern women. So this is what they'd rather do on a Friday night or a Saturday night. Sit around and play video games, classic video games, than to be bothered with you.
Yep.
And they're not just playing their Sega Genesis. Oh, no. Don't get it twisted. They're not just playing their Sega Genesis. They're also playing their Nintendo 64. They're playing James Bond GoldenEye 007.
Ooh,
and that
classic.
came out
That's
in
a
1997. So they'd
That's
rather
understandable.
play
That's a
that
classic.
than to be dealing with you modern women. And if they don't have that, what they're going to do is they're going to go on eBay.com if they don't have one. They're going to go on eBay.com and buy a Sega Genesis. And they're going to use the same money that they've been saving, that they're no longer spending on you to buy that. And if they can't find a Sega Genesis, you know what they're going to find? They're going to find a Super NES, which also came out in 1990. These old school games are becoming a trend.
They are.
You guys work so hard every day. You have a lot going on. You're dealing with society. You're dealing with the world. You have a lot of weight on your shoulders. You're being called trash, bums, and they're saying that you're not shit. You're dealing with all.
What man wants to go out with, like, when they're online, right? And all you see online is women talking about how men ain't this, men ain't that, and this is not all women, because I've been out there and I've spoken to women, right? I have female friends, and they're not all like that. But when that's all you see and all you hear online, you're just gonna go like, why the hell would I want to like put effort into trying to find a girl then? I have to weed through all the crap. And like, I have to admit, you have to get rid of, like, there's a lot of girls out there who are like that. And you do have to get rid of them. And it ain't easy at first to get rid of them. And it's hard to find like ones that are reasonable. But still, if you're just a regular dude and you see all this, like, it's understandable of like, why would I want to go ahead and, you know, put myself out there when this is all I hear women are giving us?
This stuff. And the last thing you need is a nagging, bossy, bad attitude, and finicky modern woman to be nagging you all day. So basically this game...
Yeah, you know what they used to do back in the day? Back in the 1950s, if your woman nagged, what you do is that you take off your top, you got your white singlet on, and you say, listen here, bitch. No, I'm joking.
Is your peace. You find peace in playing your games. And you know something? Modern women, they play games too. They play mind games, childish mind games. But you guys are playing games too.
Oh,
you're playing games that are good games, like your video games, for peace and joy and staying away from a nagging, bad attitude, modern woman. And these modern women are getting mad. They're furious because they don't want you playing these video games. No, they don't want you doing that.
I don't understand that. When, like, I see some girls on TikTok and whatever, where their man's just chilling, having a great time, you know, he's just playing his games, and she has to come over and disturb this man's peace, whether she turns off the console or whatever. It's just like, leave him alone, man. Just let him chill out for a bit. Like, fuck, let him just play his video games.
They want you to be out here entertaining them and spending money on them. They don't want you playing these games. They don't. They don't want you to have peace of mind. And they're really upset about that. But they always say, you know, they don't care what you guys do. That's a lie. Don't believe that. That's a lie, because every time I turn around, they're on TikTok. They're in droves on TikTok asking, where are the men? Because these same women, they're going to clubs and they're noticing that when they get in these clubs, they're surrounded by females, other females. There's no longer any men there. If so, there's few, very, very few men or no.
I don't know what it's like now, because I don't go clubbing at all. Like, but when I went clubbing, like it was pretty 50-50 really. And like there was always, like, in a club, there was always a little bit more women than men, but that's because the bouncers only allowed more women in. Like there was more dudes on the street and stuff like that. But like if you go up to a club and there's too many dudes in there, they just don't allow you in. But I don't know what it's like now. Maybe it is now that maybe more girls go out than guys.
That's what they're noticing in these club scenes. So don't listen to them when they're saying, you know, oh, we don't care what men do. Yes, they do. Because like I said, you see them on TikTok every day in droves complaining where you guys are, because they want you out here.
And I'm just going to say this. If you want a good man, you ain't going to find him at no club. I'm sorry, but if you're going out to the club and then you say, where are all the good men at? You ain't going to find him there.
Entertaining them and spending money on them, which you guys aren't doing. So I applaud you for that. Yeah, you guys are at home enjoying yourselves. You're calling your buddies over to play video games. You're having your snacks or whatever, and you're just enjoying yourselves. And you know something? That's one less man or many men that's no longer on the dating market.
Many men?
Because you guys are playing your video games. And you're not going to hear this from mainstream media, but I'm telling you this. This is what's going on.
Yep.
They don't want you playing your video games. So no matter what they say, play your video games more.
Yes, sir.
As a matter of fact,
Yep.
play your video games all day if you want to. They don't want you doing that, but I'm telling you to do that. And more of you men need to do that. Well, that's
do what
all
makes
I
you
have
happy,
for
you know?
this one, guys. You know, let me know if you guys play your video games. What classic video games do you play? Just let me know. Let me know in the comment section, you know, if you, whatever video games that you've played, or if you're still playing your video games, let me know. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, guys. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, helping you mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually.
I mean, she, like, the reason why as well, like, she made a good point about how, like, you know, guys out here playing their video games while girls are playing, you know, games. But the reason why that guys would prefer to play video games over going out with girls, especially in this day and age, is because when it comes to video games, what you put in the video game, you'll get out of. So if you put in hours into a video game, the amount of hours that you put into that video game, you're going to get something back out of it. So say if, like, I play PoE 2, right? If I play PoE 2, now I've put 82 hours into this game, right? The amount of hours I've put into that game, I'm getting everything, and all the effort I'm putting into that game, I'm getting it all back, right? But then if I am going ahead and I'm going on dates with a girl, and I'm spending money and time on this girl, I am putting that money and time into her, but doesn't mean I'm going to get something back. You know what I mean? It's more of like I might get something out of it. And I'm not just saying about, like, you know, getting girls when it comes to, like, you know, sleeping with them or anything. Even if it's like a relationship. Like, say if you're wanting to go for a relationship and you have feelings for a girl, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get the exact same energy back. Like, you put feelings into someone, doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get those same feelings back. So it's why girls, you know, and why guys, sorry, aren't, like, necessarily going on, like, dates that much anymore, and they prefer to play video games. And, like, top comment right here, video games never cheated on me. Wait till GTA 6 comes out. It will be a major blow to the dating market. That right there, 100 fucking %. When GTA 6 comes out, there are going to be so many dudes that are just going to stop on the dating scene altogether. 110%. I'd rather play Minecraft with my pet zombie named Undead Joe than be on a date. Undead Joe won't leave me. Facts, bro. Facts. Video games have never left me. Like, you know, I've had multiple girls leave me, but I've never had a video game leave me in my life. That I can guarantee you.